It is vital to plan assessment scheme for March 2022 session, says Manish Sisodia. Dr. Vijay Kumar Sahu, Chairman of SAI International School, dies of COVID-19. It is unsafe to conduct physical exams, say medical students to State Health Minister. Mizoram witnesses new pass percentage record for Class 10 board exam. PM Modi's surprise interactive session leaves students happy. IIT Kanpur launches e-masters in cybersecurity and 3 other streams. Jamia faculty's environment-friendly cement invention gets Australian patency. Registration process for DU admission likely to begin by July 15th. Decision on Assam Class 12 exams will come after CBSE comes out with modalities, says Chief Minister. GMAT aspirants can select exam slots 6 months in advance, Aadhaar card to be the valid ID for online exams. Good afternoon and a warm welcome. You're watching Education News Network, where we get you the latest developments in education at the top of this hour. This is Sanya reporting from ENN, and the daily stories are: Delhi Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia on Wednesday said that it is now vital that the government stresses over the planning on how to assess the students of classes 10 and 12 in March 2022, as the next session may also be affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. His remarks came a day after the centre announced the cancellation of Class 12 board exams by CBSE because of the pandemic. The CICSE has also cancelled its Class 12 board examinations. Delhi Education Minister highlighted the point that we need to have a foolproof formula for the coming academic year to avoid scope for any knee-jerk decision. The minister also added, now it is the right time. A foolproof plan should be ready about how the assessments will be done in March 2022, and according to it, the current session should be planned and students should be prepared. Dr. Vijay Kumar Sahu, the chairman of SAI International School in Odisha, died of COVID-19 at a private hospital in Hyderabad on Thursday. He was 58. Chief Minister Naveen Patnaik expressed his grief over the death of Dr. Sahu over a tweet that read, "Deeply saddened to know about the passing away of noted educationist and entrepreneur Dr. Vijay Kumar Sahu. As advisor of Odisha Adarsh Vidyalaya Sangathan, he had a promising role in transforming government school education. My condolences to his family, friends and students." Dr. Sahu's demise is indeed a huge loss to the education fraternity. His presence will be missed, and his contributions and efforts towards the education sector will continue to inspire everyone. Less than a week before exams are scheduled to begin, several students belonging to second and third year medical, dental and paramedical courses have approached to State Health Education Minister requesting that their exams to be held online. The May circular of the Maharashtra University of Health Sciences had clarified the pending winter session exams will be conducted in the offline mode between June 10th and 30th. These exams have been postponed thrice already because it was not feasible to hold an offline exam for thousands of students at the time when the state is grappling with the pandemic. The situation is now worse with the new COVID variants and emerging cases of black fungus. How is the state planning to conduct physical exams? Asked a student. He added that students have repeatedly highlighted the need for these exams to be conducted in online mode, but the authorities have paid no heed. Mizoram's high school leaving certificate or Class 10 board examination witnessed a new pass percentage record as 82.43% of examinees have cleared it. This year's pass percentage broke the previous record of 76.65% set in 2018, said Lalvin Malviya Ralte, the controller of examinations of Mizoram Board of School Education. Despite the COVID-19 pandemic, good results were achieved as out of 18,012 students, including 9,666 girls who appeared for the examinations, 82.43% have passed, an increase of 14.10% from the last year, he said. He added that 83% of the girls and 81.75% of the boys passed the exams. The Class 10 examinations were held in 191 centers across the state in April. The students who participated in the virtual session organized by the Ministry of Education on Thursday were happy about the surprise interaction with Prime Minister Narendra Modi during the session. They were excited to discuss with him their thoughts. The Prime Minister also interacted with the parents of the students during the meet and had a chat with them on the issues and concerns of students and their parents. Modi asked the students about their hobbies and how are they taking care of their health. He asked how they are feeling following the cancellation of the board exams due to the pandemic and what their post-exam cancellation plans are, whether they will watch IPL, Champions League or the Olympics. The Indian Institute of Technology Kanpur on Thursday announced the launch of 4 new e-masters programs to enable seamless remote learning during the pandemic. The course will be conducted virtually and the course content for all 4 e-masters program will also be provided online, said IIT Kanpur officials. The 4 programs are Masters in Communication Systems, Cybersecurity, Power Sector Regulation, Economics and Management, and Commodity Markets and Risk Management. The programs can also be sponsored by the corporates for their employees. Professor Abhay Karandikar, Director, IIT Kanpur, said the programs are expected to commence from mid-August, the admissions for which will take place in July. The details regarding eligibility, admission and fees will be announced soon. To remain relevant in evolving scenarios, professionals are required to continually upgrade their knowledge and keep up with the latest developments in diverse fields. It has therefore become imperative to provide access to a complete ecosystem of knowledge. Environment-friendly cement invented by Dr. Ibadur Rahman, Assistant Professor, Department of Civil Engineering, Jamia Millia Islamia, along with other researchers from AMU, have been granted a patent as intellectual property by the Patent Office, Government of Australia. The main objective of the invention, titled A Method for Preparing Modified Cement and Evaluating Mechanical and Chemical Properties, is to reduce carbon emissions. Dr. Rahman said, there is a pressing need for the construction and other industries to go through green revolution. In other words, industries need to adopt and introduce environment-friendly materials. This invention focuses on the effect of cement replacement with microsilica fume, nanosilica fume and fly ash in a combination of 2 additives on the mechanical properties of the concrete mixes. The combination of micro and nanosilica fumes improves the mechanical properties of concrete and eventually the microstructure and chemical analysis of the modified concrete show enhancement in the morphological properties of concrete owing to pore filling with dense and compact structure further, said the inventors. The University of Delhi is likely to begin the registration process for this year's admissions by July 15th, according to the varsity's Pro-Vice Chancellor PC Joshi. The varsity conducts the undergraduate admissions based on merit list and more than 90% of DU applicants are students from the Central Board of Secondary Education. This decision has been taken because of the unprecedented COVID situation. We are with the Government of India. Our admission criteria will strictly be based on merit. We will honor the board's criterion, Joshi said. The university had earlier sent a proposal to the University Grants Commission, according to which 50% weightage could be given to the Class 12 marks and the rest to a CUCET, which is Central University's Common Entrance Test. However, with the current situation of the pandemic and the possibility of a third wave, DU officials said it is unlikely that CUCET will be implemented this year and therefore the CBSE criterion would be followed while declaring cutoffs. The Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma on Thursday said that the decision on holding the Class 12 exams in the state will be taken after the CBSE announces modalities for marking the students. Addressing a press conference on his first visit to the national capital as Chief Minister, he also said that all willing residents of Assam will be vaccinated by the end of December, as more COVID-19 vaccines will be arriving in the state from this month onwards. On being asked whether the Class 12 exams conducted by the Assam Higher Secondary Education Council will be cancelled, Sarma said, Decision in this regard will be taken after consultation with all stakeholders, as it is a question of the students' future. The Union government on Tuesday decided to cancel the CBSE Class 12 board exams amid the COVID-19 pandemic, with Prime Minister Narendra Modi asserting that the decision has been taken in the interest of students and that the anxiety among students, parents and teachers must be put to an end. Aspirants of the Graduate Management Admission Test, that is GMAT, administered by the Graduation Management Admission Council, will now be able to schedule online exam appointments up to 6 months in advance. The test now has the provision to select the exam section order and candidates can view unofficial score immediately. Applicants will have to demonstrate their writing and critical thinking skills with the addition of the analytical writing assessment section. They will have the option to take advantage of 2 8-minute long breaks to prepare themselves for the next session of the exam. Indian citizens can now also use their Aadhaar card as valid identity proof during the GMAT online registration process. While passport remains the only acceptable identity proof for taking the exam at a test center, Aadhaar card has been introduced as an alternative for only online GMAT exams. That's all for today. Thank you for watching Education News Network. For more such videos, log on to our website theENN.com and do not forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Signing off, Sanya.